What's up, everybody? This is Mike Manzer. We're here with another Manzer Faust Productions video. Today I'm going to go over a bunch of new acquisitions that I got in the month of March. I was originally going to have this be like a combination between records and movies I've been watching, but I just did the unboxing for the March Vinegar Syndrome package on Saturday. And this video would be long as shit if I did both. And because, you know, a lot of my longer videos don't get as much love, you know, why not just like condense it down to just records. So the first part of this will be a lot of stuff I've been grabbing at Static Era in Milford, Connecticut, and I'm going to put a link down in the description for them, and at the end of the video I'm going to show off some records I recently ordered from Northern Void, out of, I believe they're out of Wallingford, and he does really great stuff, got a lot of really great old school black metal and death metal and stuff, so I got a bunch of classics from him. I'm going to put his links down in the description as well. But, yeah, I'm going to start with a bunch of stuff at the beginning at Static Era. And he gets in a lot of great, like, punk and hardcore kind of stuff. He gets in quite a bit of hip-hop, but it's just hip-hop on vinyl is, like, kind of expensive for me right now, so I haven't been getting as much of that. But, yeah. So I want to start with a new one from just this year. This is the new Endorphins Lost, Night People, put out collaboratively by Rotten to the Core and To Live a Lie, two record labels I'm definitely down with. And Endorphins Lost is their third LP. I love all their shit, you know, I've seen them live, and they're really fucking solid power violence, a little bit of grindcore in there, just very dark, punishing stuff, very much in like a kind of Despise You and Wound Man, if you need like a modern kind of equivalent, or even a little bit of Sex Prisoner, even though the tone is a bit different. I really like this album. I've been spinning it a lot since it came out, I think like a month ago or something. So really excited to get that. I believe it's just on black. Yeah, but 45, you know, great short little record. Next up, got a couple of really good represses. This one is coming to us from Blackout Records. It's a repress of the Deadguy 7 inches, Work Ethic, and White Meat. Early 90s Deadguy material. I'm really into Deadguy. You know, I love... I'm not as familiar with this material as I am with their full-length Fixation on a Coworker, which is just a great piece of like late 90s metalcore. They got sort of like a bit of like an amphetamine reptile kind of vibe and a bunch of that kind of stuff. They had a really good documentary I watched recently about them called Killing Music, put out by ETR. Got that nice little maroon red Zinna. And yeah, that guy early on, just some real like noisy, like punishing hardcore stuff. Later on, much more in like the kind of metalcore, or what would later become metalcore kind of field. Still with a lot of that like stuff like Cows and Jesus Lizard kind of influence in there as well, Big Black, but yeah, so really happy to get that. This is one I've been after for a little bit. I'm going to take the actual vinyl out, and it's a pretty giant release, and this is a scene that, you know, I've been getting back into the last like bunch of years. There's a lot in this one. So again, late 90s. This is more in the emo violence kind of camp stuff like Orchid and maybe a little bit like Combat Wounded Veteran, that more grindy kind of stuff that came later on. This is Reversal of Man, Nothing More, Nothing Less. Discography from 1995 to 2000. It's put out by Repeater. Label I'm not as familiar with, but judging from this, really great release. It's got the 3-panel gatefold. It comes with a gigantic book. And spoiler warning, gonna be quite a bit of gigantic books in this episode. A lot of the represses now just come with a lot of cool stuff. You got this little zine with some cool flyers from back in the day. I really like this giant Asuk one. And the 3 records come on red. Nice little red there. You got this yellow, kind of off yellow, a little bit of orange in there. And then the 3rd is on just plain black. And yeah, solid discography. I haven't dug into it as much as I probably should because, you know, it's pretty big. But another faster kind of, this goes more with the Endorphins Lost release I showed earlier, but this is another repress, and this time by Swedish hardcore legends Totalitar. Cannot pronounce that title. It's in Swedish. I've been getting into a lot of the Totalitar reissues that we've been getting the last couple of years. It's on white. And, you know, they're one of my favorite, like, classic Swedish hardcore, fast, a little bit of D-beat, but much more in that, like, classic kind of, a little bit more towards, like, a Mob 47, which was taking a lot of aspects, not only from UK hardcore, but a lot from, like, American hardcore, like Gangrene and Negative Approach. Really, really great. You know, quick, fast punk rock. Nothing wrong with it. Next up, I believe I've shown a couple of records from this label. They're doing just amazing stuff as well. Really digging into these, like, unsung corners of, like, a lot of northeastern kind of, like, early crossover and early hardcore kind of stuff. So this is The Worst. I guess it's like a discography. It's called The Worst of the Worst, put out by Radio Rahim. And some great, you know, early New Jersey thrashy hardcore. Got a giant booklet, as you are to have with Radio Rahim releases. Really cool stuff. They put out, like, some really great shit. They put out that Agnostic Front, No One Rules demos compilation. They put out the Abused. Just really solid releases from them, and looking to get more very soon. Next up, I think this is going to transition pretty hard into mostly black metal territory. I've been on a bit of a fix lately. Check out that as well. So this is one I slept on for a while. I believe this is the newest reissue of Departure Chandelier. I can never remember this band's name for some reason. This is Dripping Papal Blood. This is a Canadian group made up of former members of, or current members of Akitsa and Ashpool. And solid atmospheric lo-fi kind of stuff out of Canada. Has a lot of, you know, a lot in common with, like, Akitsa and that kind of Canadian black metal. So we got a single-sided with, you probably cannot see it very well because of my lighting. You got a nice etching on the other side. Yeah, you just got 4 really fast blasting black metal songs. A lot of great like keys in the intros and everything like that. Just solid stuff. I'm trying to get more of their stuff. I have another record of theirs. I'll probably show off in the future. And then along with that, I'm not huge on this. I mostly got it because it's a Australian black metal. I've been getting into the more like kind of bestial Australian stuff lately. Stuff like Bestial Warlust and Sadistic Execution. This is Abominator with Barbaric Worship. It is a compilation of their first 2 demos. See right here. There's a picture of the band, and this is, you know, straight up like kind of what you see on the cover, put out by Nuclear War Now. Just solid, you know, demo quality. It sounds pretty good for a demo, though. You can tell it's like in a later 2000s style demo. You know, solid, you know, bestial war metal kind of stuff out of Australia. And yeah, I need to dig more into that, but so far it's good. It's not like the best I've ever heard, but it's good. So now I'm gonna get into a order I made from Northern Void Records. Again, really great distro he's got going on there. A lot of really great like classic death metal and some grindcore. I've been meaning to order the couple of Pharmacist records, which is a gore grind kind of band. I think they even kind of go early into the like gore noise kind of subgenre. But I got 3 classic black metal, you know, gems from him. This is the newest repress of Beherit, Drawing Down the Moon. Probably one of my favorite early Finnish black metal records. It's just amazing. It's on black vinyl. But what's really cool about this, once again, the this is a massive booklet. I guess it's like probably like 50, 60 pages, but there's a lot of great like flyers and lyrics, and you got the great band photo in the center. And yeah, it sounds utterly amazing. You know, the packaging is really cool too, because you got this very like kind of like natural feel to the cardboard or whatever you call it of the sleeve, and it's just, they really put a lot of great work into that reissue. If you can get it, I definitely recommend it. Next up is I guess it's considered a bootleg, but it sounds great. The you know, the work on the cover and everything is pretty decent, and you know, it's all about how the record sounds, and it sounds fucking terrific. This is Dissection, Store of the Night's Bane, and I don't think I need to go too deeply into how great this fucking record is. I'm gonna get the other one, the Somberlin, at some point. I have no interest in their third album. The Dissection fell off, man. That third album, everybody fucking says it, but it's not. It's not good. I probably liked it when it first came out because I didn't really know what I was listening to at the time. I was like fairly new to black metal at that point, I believe. And you know, it's also, everybody knows about the vocalist, how much of a douchebag he was, and all the kind of shit he got into, and like this prison time, eventually offed himself in the name of Satan and all this other kind of, I don't know, edgelordy lame shit. So, not huge on him, but I mean, you cannot deny those two records are just like some of the best, you know, early melodic, like black metal to come out at all, you know, not just out of Sweden. And I'm gonna end this off with Blasphemy, Fallen Angel of Doom. This is the classic Blasphemy record, early Canadian war metal. Comes with a neat little poster. I've been getting a lot of posters with stuff. I never have room for these fucking things. Maybe someday I'll get off my ass and put them up or something, but I don't really care. Comes on this nice marble blue vinyl. You can't really see it in the camera. Again, apologies for the shitty lighting today. And yeah, Blasphemy, just classic early war metal. Everybody has kind of taken influence from them in that scene. You got a lot of sounds of early Conqueror and Revenge and all that kind of stuff. And you know, I've been on like trying to get back into getting some of that classic fucking war metal kind of stuff. A lot of the modern stuff doesn't really do it for me, but you know, a lot of that, you know, early stuff, Beherit and fucking Blasphemy and all those kind of bands really do have a special spot for me. And even Abominator, even though I'm not really sold on that record, it's not the greatest thing I've ever fucking heard. It's good, you know, it's solid fucking Australian thrashiness. So yeah, man, that's what I've been getting the last month. I'm probably gonna get more next month. I'm really trying to catch up this year after, you know, kind of fucking off last year and not getting a lot of stuff. And yeah, and a lot of black metal. You know, the last bunch of years I've just been getting a shit ton of black metal, and it's what it is, man. But yeah, if you want to find me on social media, I'm the Hordes of Manzerfaust on Instagram. Yeah, like, subscribe, let people know about the channel. Comment. I've been getting like some cool comments from people. You know, it's fun doing this. I'm having a great time. You know, I get excited every time I sit down to make a video. And yeah, a couple of them haven't done too well. Just as like a little bit of a rant. I did a power violence video a couple of weeks ago, and it's got like 39 views at this point. It's definitely like my worst trending video. And, you know, I could get on my soapbox about how fucking YouTube probably censored it because it has like the algorithm saw like violence in the title. But I don't think that's it, man. You can search power violence and find hundreds of fucking albums and reviews and videos on like Spaz and all these different, you know, forms of power violence and stuff like that. So I don't think that's it. I just think the video probably sucks. And I don't realize it. You know, I'm willing to take the criticism and, you know, bite the bullet and say, maybe it wasn't a great video, you know, maybe that's what. But who knows? I'm still doing it. You know, you ain't stopping me anytime soon. So yeah, that's all. So this is Mike Manzer with, you know, another Manzerfaust Productions video. Stay fucking metal.